What if I told you your restlessness, your curiosity, your refusal to stay in one lane might not just be personality? What if it's partly in your DNA? Stay with me, because today we're asking a dangerous question. Are you a Renaissance spirit? And if you are, was it written into you long before you chose it? Quick, unofficial test. Just answer yes or no. Do you get bored easily? Do you feel more alive when you're learning something new? Do you jump between history, science, politics, philosophy, religion, and economics like they're all one conversation? Have you ever felt out of place because you don't fit neatly into one ideology, one discipline, one lane? Do you feel pulled toward the horizon, literal or intellectual? If you said yes to several, you might carry what I call the Renaissance spark. Now here's the twist. Some of that may have biological roots. There's a dopamine receptor variant called DRD47R, sometimes nicknamed the explorer gene. It's associated, not determined, with novelty-seeking, migration, and risk tolerance. A 1999 study by Chen and colleagues found that populations with longer migration histories, those who moved farther from ancestral homelands, carried higher frequencies of the 7R allele. It doesn't control you. But some people literally experience new ideas, new places, and new frontiers as more rewarding. That doesn't mean a gene made you restless, but it may mean stability feels dull to you in a way it doesn't for others. Some people feel safest in routine. Others feel alive in motion. Now let's ground this. The personality trait most linked to polymaths is called openness to experience. High openness correlates with intellectual curiosity, tolerance for ambiguity, interest in ideas over dogma, aesthetic sensitivity, cross-domain thinking. Openness is moderately heritable. Not destiny, but predisposition. And here's the catch. The same traits that fuel innovation also fuel discomfort, restlessness, nonconformity, difficulty fitting in. The Renaissance spirit often feels misaligned before it feels visionary. If you're still here, subscribe. This channel exists for people who refuse to live in intellectual silos. And in the description, I've linked a Renaissance Spirit quiz. Take it. Tell me your result. Now, let me be clear. There is no Leonardo gene, no Renaissance chromosome. Personality traits are influenced by thousands of small variations interacting with culture, mentors, trauma, education, and choice. Genes nudge. Environment shapes. Identity chooses. If we collapse this into genetic destiny, we destroy the very idea of self-becoming. Here's the deeper question. If you decide to become a Renaissance spirit, did you need the genes first, or does the decision reshape you? Here's where this matters. We live in an age of hyper-specialization. Algorithms reward outrage. Universities reward micro-expertise. Bureaucracies reward compliance. Very few systems reward integrators, but civilizations advance when integrators rise. The Florentine Renaissance wasn't built by siloed technicians. It was built by minds that crossed finance, art, engineering, theology, and politics. Specialists build tools. Integrators build epochs. If you instinctively see that housing policy, gene research, and civic philosophy are not separate conversations, you might not just be curious, you might be Renaissance. And if that's true, your responsibility isn't to accumulate knowledge, it's to synthesize it. Because when no one connects the disciplines, the fractures compound, and we've seen what that looks like. So tell me, are Renaissance spirits born or made? Next, we're exploring two other genes that might make you a Renaissance spirit, COMT and BDNF. Don't miss it. You've just joined the Renaissance spirit. We explore history, politics, culture, religion, and the lessons of civilization, from ancient Rome to modern America. The Renaissance isn't over, it's waiting. Inside anyone who chooses curiosity, courage, and conscience, subscribe. Because if history is fragmenting in real time, someone has to reconnect the pieces.